Galnet News Update, 23rd of June, 3307. The self-appointed political wing of the Neo-Marlinist Liberation Army has demanded a permanent presence in the Imperial Senate in return for what it characterises as reparations for the unfortunate casualties of the NMLA's anti-authority activities. Minister Aaron White of the Marlinism Reformation Party, the party that took in the survivors from the rout of the NMLA and the Neo-Marlinist Order of Madrid when the Steel Majesty megaship arrived in the Hyades sector RO-P B6-2 system, and which unilaterally announced that it had become the political wing of the NMLA on the 7th of June, has now proposed the peace deal, saying that the NMLA is willing to pay off the relatives of the victims of its atrocities in return for political recognition within the Empire. The Empire has not yet responded, but it seems highly unlikely that the Emperor will be willing to negotiate with terrorists, much less reward them for their actions. The response from other neo-Marlinist groups could be described as generally hostile, with Minister Octavia Volkov describing White as an insult to humanity, and the more diplomatic First Minister Jenna Fairfax making an official request that the Marlinism Reformation Party should stop trying to negotiate with terrorists. Marlinism remains under threat of being culturally and politically swamped by aggressive and expansionist neighbours. The last thing it needs at present is internal political conflict. Galnet News Update, 24th of June, 3307. After weeks of clinging on with a marginal presence in 4 systems in the Pleiades and the California Nebula, the Thargoids have finally been expelled from all human-occupied systems, and the fires have been put out in the damaged stations in these systems too, giving Operation Ida something to do. Thargoids had managed to avoid total eviction from the HR 1183, HIP 18390, Atlas and Delphi systems for several weeks, despite the best efforts of the Anti-Zeno Initiative. But after the intervention of shiny-petered boffin, who we shall call Commander Dav Stott, to protect his identity, the persistent Thargoid presence almost magically melted away. Commander Stott, not his real name, had been heard to utter the word "oopsie" when told about the Teflon-coated Thargoids. It is assumed that Commander Stott was in possession of a vial of the mycoid virus, which is known to kill 99% of all known Thargoids. Dead. Whatever the explanation, the remaining Thargoids all vanished, and the way is open now to repair the 5 Thargoid damaged starports in these 4 systems. Ark's Faith in HR 1183, California Freeport in HIP 18390, Selene Orbital in Atlas, and Donar's Oak and the Oracle in Delphi. The Oracle is already 50% repaired.
Galnet News Update, 24th of June, 3307. The figure known as Salvation has put out an appeal to ensure that the research project that it said will save humanity is not sabotaged by Aegis. With Salvation's help, commanders discovered an ancient Guardian Thargoid battlefield 2 weeks ago. The site also holds evidence that the science crew of the Hesperus megaship discovered the potential to turn Guardian artifacts into powerful weapons nearly 194 years ago, a discovery that's remained a secret until now. Salvation has appealed for as many as 400,000 Guardian caskets, orbs, relics, tablets, totems and urns to allow the promised humanity-saving technology to be developed. Taurus Mining Ventures has stationed the Glorious Prospect megaship, a slightly inconvenient 130 light-years away from the known Guardian sites, in the PMD 2009-48 system, and they eagerly await Commander's contributions. But Aegis Research, the Alliance, Empire and Federation jointly funded defence organisation, which on the 4th of June lost a megaship full of Guardian research material, is trying to muscle in on the act and has stationed another megaship, the Archimedes, in the same PMD 2009-48 system, only a few light seconds away from Salvation's ship. It is seeking to replace the Guardian research samples that were lost when the Alexandria went missing, and it has successfully appealed to the superpowers to attempt to sabotage Salvation's work, by having their work, and consequently any rewards, declared illegal. Both Taurus Mining Ventures, acting on behalf of Salvation, and Aegis Research have promised exciting rewards to encourage commanders. Salvation is offering a focused, long-range, high-penetration fixed Class 2 Guardian Shard Cannon, with additional weight, power draw and heat, which presumably means something to people who know their Shard Cannon. This will be given to at least the top 10% of contributors as long as Tier 1 of the appeal is reached, and if Taurus Mining Ventures manages to outperform Aegis Research, then the top 75% of contributors will receive the module, placed into storage in the glorious prospect no later than the 3rd of July 3307. However, because of Aegis's intervention, these modules will be declared hot, and commanders may need to pay to have the criminal tag removed from the modules before they can be used. Aegis Research is not offering a module, but instead a discount. As long as Tier 1 is reached, and only if Aegis outperforms Taurus Mining Ventures, Guardian material requirements at all applicable technology brokers will be reduced by between 5% and 25% depending on the level of achievement, from the 2nd to the 30th of July. So, not only can commanders help save humanity in one of two enticing ways, they can choose between a nifty but illegal shard cannon or deep discounts at Guardian Technology Brokers.